Hi there, this is Tracy, and tonight I'm going to talk about the final stage of a narcissist. And it begins, and they like you, and they then kind of discard you, devalue you in the middle. And so the final stage is when they discard you and they get rid of you. And so tonight I was looking and trying to really understand why everyone's story of the discard is so strong and so full of horror and shock. Everyone seems to be shocked. And what I'm looking at here is a list. I went onto a thesaurus, and the word discard, the grand finale, is to write off, to dump, to ditch, dispense with, eliminate, reject. Divorce. How's that one? They divorce. Oust. Cast aside. They desert. Abandon. Chuck. Banish. That sounds like something from a fairy tale. I've banished you. Sweep away. Like not swept away, but sweep away. Like we're cleaning the house. I like chuck. They chucked you away. That's what discard means. But my personal favorite is deep six. I think that many people will feel like they have been deep sixed because they have been discarded by a narcissist. And what I'm learning in all of the different flags about the narcissists, I want you to think about this. So we know that narcissists lie. And not only are they lying to us, but they are also lying to other people. And some things we know and some things we feel and find out later, but some of it is just their personal like reputation, and their status is built up into this fake reputation and this fake identity that they've created for themselves. And so when we know their lies, their biggest fear is that we know their lies. And so the only way to do anything about it is to discard and get rid of and cast away and divorce, because their lies are protecting this mask that they put onto everybody. And it's their reputation. So whether it's people that you have in common, their friends individually, people finding out that they've done something really shitty, the best way that they can do this is to get rid of you, but it's to ensure that in this wounding, in this stage, that they are just going to be inhuman, right? They every single story that I hear, there aren't people out there talking about narcissists that were kind to them when they left. So they do this to everyone, and this is not just a personal story. This is a fact, and I really don't understand why that the legal system, the police, the more I learn about abusive behaviors, and I'm not saying that there aren't men that are not abused by narcissists, but what I'm learning is that there's a lot of really bad men out there that pretend that the person that they're with did something that they didn't. And this is so unfair. I met a girl about a week ago, and she had like a little baby, like a little child, and baby daddy did not marry her. And so the only way that he was helping her was by buying diapers. So he was a narc and he was crazy, but she wasn't getting any child support and she needed diapers. So she went over as he requested to her house, to his house, and he smashed his face into the wall. and just smashed his face. It's bleeding everywhere, and he called the police and had her arrested. And she spent like almost a year in jail. That is crazy behavior, and that is the kind of thing that a narcissist does. That crazy, destructive, I'm saying crazy a lot today. I always repeat a word each time. I'm learning that I have one word that I keep on repeating. But the actions that a narc will take are out of the realm of what normal people would ever do. If a normal person were there, they would not be afraid of secrets. What they are afraid of is us telling on them, telling the world exactly what we know, and then that would ruin their reputation. So they have to deep six us. They have to get rid of us. They can't let the world know that they have done something that is not right. So the best thing to do is discard, do away with, dispense with, write us off, dump, ditch, throw out, throw away, eliminate, reject, oust, cast aside, desert, banish, abandon, chuck, swept away. No, sorry, sweep away. Swept away is when we clean the house. Swept by. It's over. And they're going to do it in a very bad way. So if you can protect yourself, try to go, what's it called, gray rock, when you're not supposed to talk to the narc. Once you've figured out what they are, that's my biggest suggestion. Don't ever try to talk to them again. If you have a child, I am so sorry. I know people that have children with a narc, and their children are in danger. So if you have a child and you're with a narc, or you've been with a narc, and that's a narcissist abusing person, run and hide and protect yourself, protect your child, because it's hard enough for the adults that I watch on YouTube to have had this experience, but to me, I think it's the children that I hear more and more stories of, and how their parents turn them into something for the rest of their life. Well, that's discard, the grand finale. I had another idea to add to the end of this video. If you've ever thought of getting back at your narcissist for what they did to you, I want to share a secret. I know how you can get back at them. The best way is for you to be happy, for you to choose not to lower your standards, and no matter what happens and who believes you and what friends that you lose because they think you're crazy, no matter what legal situation in a divorce or any other kind of thing that you get involved with a narc, walk away. That's your salvation, is to be stronger than they will ever be. You know, you can't change a narc. No one can. And they can just move on to their next supply, and they'll never love that person. They don't know how to love. So you can be really secure in your mind to know that it's like they're walking, their soul is just walking through eternity, and this is a joke. And you know, maybe it was someone who did this in another life, and they're coming back here, and you know, they're being given charm, and they're maybe being given brains, and they're being sent down here because they were fuckers before. And so God is just taking them and saying, all right, you can have a life, you can have children, but they'll never love you because you don't know how to love. You'll want them to love you, and maybe you'll cry, and maybe you'll be sad that you don't have family that really loves you. You'll be uncertain of your friends for the rest of your life. That's their destiny. They did it from above. It's from a while ago. This is what they've done. Your secret revenge is to rock your life like no one's ever done, and learn right now. Right now, if you're here, you are learning about narcissist behavior, and you're probably freaked out. So you need to learn everything. The only way you're ever going to be strong enough, and I have now met so many women that have been victims over and over and over, and mine was twice in a row. And this has encompassed about 15 years of my life. And I just want you to be strong. And I think that if you learn and you become more aware of not only the red flags, don't let it end there. Don't let this journey be about what he was or about what she was, because they aren't important. What this is about is what you get out of it. I started to look at what was the next step, and why was I a victim? How could I be fooled? I mean, it's just fooled. It's like a con man, and I'm a really sweet person, so it just shocked the hell out of me. But I don't want that to happen to you. So rock your life. Get help, get coaching, get counseling. There's counseling for people who are victims of abuse. If you can't afford it, there is counseling. Call your town, social services. You will get the help that you need so that you never pick a narc again. Have the strength to say, get the fuck away from me. Sorry. That's what I'm just saying, is take care of you.